Hello everyone, Christopher Beast here. In today's video we have yet another Vigor lore video. This video is going to start off first with a new secret that was discovered by me and some of my boys while we were playing on the Xbox. So if you go to the edge of Snowdeck and you look out with an SS-82 or anything with a decently powerful scope, you should be able to observe what seems to be a ship, or I'm just going to say a shadow of some kind on the edge of the map. I'm going to say it's a ship, and my reason for saying that is, well, it definitely isn't an island. It's too complicated and too weird to be an island. And if it's not an island, then the only other thing that should be in the water are boats. So it's a boat of some kind, unless it's an oil rig, but no, it's a boat. I think this is interesting. And I'll be covering this in a little bit later on in the theory. The map of Draug has been known to be home to a massive battle ever since Red Norway as a theory was created. Seeing as on the side of the map there's the writing military failure, and there's the presence of tanks on the map from Russian soldiers, and that if there was a Adolf cannon built there, then the base must be important to some degree, because it's not like they just built Adolf cannons everywhere. So it must have some strategic importance. Also, if we do see boats in the water surrounding Draug, it could mean that someone was sent to protect or attack Draug slightly before the nuclear apocalypse began. All of this in mind, I think it should be noted that at this point in time, I think it's very hard to say there wasn't a Battle of Draug. But for this video, I want to cover what I think happened in this Battle of Draug that we've already established. So first things first, I do not think Draug was the first battle of the war between the Norwegians and the Soviets. The reason I say this is Draug isn't really that far north, and I actually think a different map called Vicky is the first map of the war. I think Draug may have came second or very closely after Vicky. So most likely the Norwegians would have heard of Vicky and the battles that occurred around Vicky, all the way in the north of Norway, and would have warned the soldiers and would have began an evacuation of the civilian populace that lives in Draug. As we know, there is a civilian populace in Draug. There's a lot of houses, and we can actually see the remains of this, what seems to be the remains of this evacuation, all the way on the main road exit in Draug. Most likely, during this evacuation, for some reason, the Norwegians didn't have the proper intel, or were just mid-evacuating when the Soviets attacked. Soviets practically would have caught the Norwegians with their pants down, and the Norwegians would have stood little to no chance. Even if this didn't happen, let's say the evacuation never happened, and let's say they didn't get caught on surprise, the Norwegians do not have armor on the base, and really, they wouldn't be as prepared as the Soviet military in an old coastal fort for a land invasion of armor. They maybe could have if it was later in the war, but I think it's fairly obvious that Draug occurred early. The other thing to note about Draug, and why I in particular think they did get caught mid this evacuation, is the statement of military failure, which is in the top right, I think, of the map on Draug. This statement pretty much says that at some point Norway really messed up, and I think this is the point they messed up. I believe following this initial battle, a second battle occurred, probably occurring right before the bombs dropped or right on the edge of the war. The reason I say this is because if there actually are ships, if what we are observing on the edge of the map is boats, that means that somebody tried to either protect, as I said earlier, protect or attack the base. It is very possible that the Norwegians tried to launch a counterattack using British or American navies to try to beat the Soviets. And really, it isn't too far-fetched to believe that the Americans would have won. However, there is the statement of military failure, and it could mean that this great reconquest failed, and that ultimately the American and British soldiers were defeated by the Soviet Navy, and that is what the military failure is referring to. However, I don't think that's as likely. Even if the second battle did occur, nobody should get their hopes up about these ships being in working order. It is pretty much 100% positive that everyone on those boats are dead following the nuclear war, as they'd basically just be cooking inside giant tin cans, to put it lightly. But this has been Christopher Beast. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, also tell me in the comments below. Sub if you want to see more of my content, and I'll see y'all next time.